Hello, my name is Bob Marks, and this is Astrology Now. This is the program for people who want to learn about astrology. Today, we're going to take a look at the earth signs. Now, people tend to think of astrology as just consisting of those 12 signs. Everyone asks astrologers, well, what's going to happen to my sign tomorrow? What other signs do I get along with? And there's so much more to astrology than just those 12 sun signs. You know, folks, you have in your horoscope right now, and from birth, every sign somewhere in your horoscope. So even if you don't have your sun sign in an earth sign, it's still going to be somewhere in your chart. You will have all of the earth signs somewhere in your chart. Earth signs show where we tend to be the most practical, where we tend to be the most solid, the most materialistic, the most concerned with material things. Fire signs will deal with, well, inspiration, you know, forward charge, boom. Earth is solid and practical. The air signs tend to be more intellectual. You know, Gemini, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, they're intellectual. They concentrate on ideas and communications. Water signs are emotional and psychic. Earth signs, though, are practical. A table is a table, a chair is a chair, and that's that. Let's take a look at the first horoscope. This is the horoscope of Tiger Woods, who took the entire world of golf by storm. God knows how many tournaments he's won. They should really have, you know, two prizes. The first prize, that's for Tiger Woods. We'll have another tournament just for the other players. You know, give Tiger Woods the first prize, goodbye, then just have a tournament for the other players. He's a Capricorn, a sign of organization. Capricorn is what's known as a cardinal sign, an action sign. Forward charge, boom. You don't think of an earth sign as being, you know, charging straight forward. But Capricorn stays very cautious, figures everything out, and then charges in. That's the normal Capricorn way to do things. Again, one step at a time, first things first. That's the Capricorn way. Earth is solid, it's deliberate, and you cannot, in golf, just go swinging wildly like you could do maybe in some other sports. You know, you have to just plan everything. In boxing, everything is like split second. In golf, you take your time. And that's exactly what Tiger Woods does. He's got Virgo rising. The combination is fantastic for taking care of details. At the same time, you know, to get moving, you do need a little fire in your chart. And he's got a whole bunch of well, he's got the Sun and a Neptune sitting here in a fire sign, the sign of Sagittarius. He's got Jupiter sitting in Aries, another fire sign. So that adds a little bit of a flair to his personality. You see, he's an earth sign, but you somewhere in your horoscope you have the other signs. But at the bottom, at rock bottom, this man is, you know, solid, practical, one step at a time, first things first, calculate, practice, because again, that's the Capricorn way. Fortunately, he's got that moon in Sagittarius. That should help him unwind every now and then. You always have to get the entire balance of the chart, folks. You know, normally when you have the sun and moon in adjacent signs, part of you is always driving the other part crazy. Capricorn is careful, cautious, and Sagittarius, again, being fire, wants to gallop right in. But again, all it comes out as here is he's on the golf course, he's busy walking around. That keeps the Sagittarius part of him happy. He's got tournaments, it's sort of a battle, you know, that keeps the Sagittarius part of him happy. But when he goes to work, it's solid Capricorn. Let's take a look at the next horoscope. This is the horoscope of Charles Addams, the late Charles Addams, again, a Capricorn. And his sense of humor was also Capricorn. Capricorn tends towards the grim in the sense of humor. And of course, Charles Addams's cartoons were the basis of the Addams Family TV series and the Addams Family movies. Well, Capricorn, when it cracks a joke, it's always a little strange. Charles Addams would be strange anyway. Look at the top of his horoscope. the planet Uranus, the planet that likes to shock people. So he would just have a cartoon. It shows a rather elderly, obviously upper class, very upper class woman, enormously well dressed, you know, sitting in a doctor's office, a very plush doctor's office. And then there's this look of shock on her face as she notices that all the paintings on the wall are torture scenes. That other cartoon he had where it shows a man in a hospital corridor and the nurse is saying, you must try not to worry, Dr. Jones is doing everything humanly possible. And a few doors down it shows the doctor coming out of the room, you know, holding a rather large voodoo mask. Again, always the weird, always things a little bit bizarre. That, again, was the Uranus, but look where Uranus is, also in Capricorn. He didn't just have a weird sense of humor to tell jokes to friends. He made a career of it. Everything, again, Capricorn, you take what you've got, you work with it. You build on it one step at a time, first things first. The Uranus is opposite Neptune. This could make a person delusional. Well, it did, but he took his delusions and he made money with them. He turned it into a living. That's the whole thing about Capricorn. Mercury sits in Sagittarius, the storyteller. So every one of his cartoons literally, you know, told a story. A lot of stuff in Sagittarius, again, that sort of it gave him a little bit of flair. You see, like Tiger Woods, but Tiger had to keep walking around. Charles Addams liked to drive around. He collected old cars. As a matter of fact, that's how he died. He went to one of his favorite cars, got in, closed the door, and died. And his wife said that's how he would have wanted to go. At any rate, Taurus rising, again, solid, practical. When the sun sign and the rising sign agree with each other, oh, and the moon sign, Virgo. Virgo, the sign of the critic. Well, Virgo gets every little detail correct, and that's important when you're a cartoonist. Again, triple Earth here, solid, practical, and a bunch of Sagittarius planets for a little bit of flair. Really great horoscope.